Welcome to the Introduction to HMIS Data Entry Training, Part 2, Households. My name is Andrea Carey, and I'm a System Administrator with the North Carolina Coalition to End Homelessness Data Center. This training will focus on how to record groups of clients together in HMIS. This agenda will review what is a household, when to create a household, how to create a household in HMIS, for new clients and then also for current clients that already have an HMIS profile, and how to edit a household in HMIS. We also want to review what are the common mistakes and how to avoid them. So, what is a household? In HMIS, households are groups of clients presenting for services together. This doesn't have to be legally binding like marriage or guardianship. In a shelter or transitional housing project, these are clients that you may try to find a unit to accommodate them all. In a rapid rehousing or permanent housing project, these clients would determine the number of bedrooms you're looking for in an apartment or house. Single adults sometimes have different needs than families. Households in HMIS help track how clients in groups use homeless services together. Households in HMIS only have one head of household, and each household must have a head of household. When do clients officially join a household? If a client joins a household after other clients are already in your project, the date that they begin accessing services with the household is called the joined household date. For example, Henrietta and her son Henry are seeking services together and should be identified as a household in HMIS for the project start date. If Henrietta's brother Harry joins them later, Harry's joined household date will be his project start date. So what type of groups would you create a household for? Multiple adults without children, one or more adults with children under 18, and one or more parents under 18 with children. And there are lots of types of households within each of these categories. Skip creating a household in HMIS for individual adults and for children without parents. Alright, let's check in. Are there any requirements for clients to be considered a household? Yes, households are only created for nuclear families with married parents. Yes, households are only created for people who live together right before entering your project. Or no, households are created whenever clients are looking for your project's core services together, shelter, housing, etc. Which of these options is correct? The last option is correct. Alright, so a summary overall is that households are not created for all clients, only for groups of people who present for services together. This may include groups of adults, adults and children, or parents under 18 with children. How to create a household. First, check your enter data as and backdate modes. Are you in the right project, and is the date correct for this household? Our example uses enter data as mode for Heading Home Housing, Rowan County, Shelter, funded by State ESG, and the backdate mode of January 1st, 2019. Start with your Head of Households profile, then go to the Households tab. Now the Households tab is highlighted with black font and a green line. Is there already a household listed? It's okay if the household has a few clients that aren't entering your project right now. Use an existing household when possible. If the right household members are listed, then you are done with the Household tab and can move on to the electronic ROI. Check to see if the client was in a household previously by clicking on the black arrow next to previous households. The right household may be hiding there. If no household is listed or you don't see one with overlapping clients, we'll create a new household. To create a new household, start the New Household button. A pop-up will appear for household details, including the household type. This is a required field used to generally describe this group. These could be parent-child, extended family, or couple relationships. Scroll down to the Client Search area. It should look familiar. It's possible your next household member has already been served by a different agency in the region. Search for the next client the same way you searched for brand new clients. Try 3 methods such as partial name, alias, or partial social security number. Remember to clear the search after each try. We're going to use Batman and Robin to show you what it looks like if you do find a client. If there's a match, select the correct green plus sign icon to add them to the household. Here we're selecting Robin to add to Batman's household. Now the client has moved to the selected clients box. Batman and Robin are connected. If a mistake was made, select the red minus icon next to the added client. Notice that Bruce Wayne does not have a minus icon option because he's the head of the household, our beginning client for the example. If the selected client section has everyone in this household, click Continue for more household details. If additional members need to be added, just scroll up and search again for the next client. Let's try the search again, but this time for Henrietta's son, Henry. If the client search for your household does not find a match, search 2 more ways. After 3 search attempts, scroll back up to create the client's profile. Don't continue until your selected clients box has everyone you need. After searching 3 ways, scroll up to the client search section and complete as much information as you have. Here we have our newest member of Henrietta's household, Henry. Just like when you create any other profile, this is the last time you can edit the Social Security number. If you need to make an edit after, call the data center. Once the information is complete, click Add New Client with this information. A new pop-up box will appear to remind you to search for clients before creating new profiles. It's just as important to search for clients when they are family members as when they are heads of household. Select OK only if you've already searched 3 different ways. After adding the household members, the next window will ask for details about the household. 1. Who is the head of household? 2. What is the relationship to the head of household of everyone else? And 3. What date did the client join the household? These are needed for every client within the household. We're going to zoom in a bit closer. Once you identify the head of household with the drop-down response Yes in the first column, notice that the relationship to head of household will automatically change to self. Leave it there. For example, even though Henrietta is Henry's mother, the second column confirms that she is the head of household. Then go to the relationship to head of household drop-down options for the other household members. There's a lot of options. Just pick the best one for each client. These are listed in alphabetical order, and we'll select Son from the list for Henry. The last detail to confirm is the joined household date. This is the date that the household presented for services together. Usually this is the intake date or the day the child was born, if they were born while their family used your services. The date listed will automatically be your backdate mode, or if you're doing live data entry, the same day as you're entering that data. Either way, the date should already be there and already be right. Then click Save and Exit. Henrietta's household is complete. If you added any new clients, go to the client profile to complete their demographics. Click their name that is highlighted in blue on the Households tab. You'll see the name change at the top above. Then navigate to the Client Profile tab. New clients still need their client demographics completed on the Client Profile tab. Use the pencil icon to edit the Client Demographics section. Once the new household member's profile is complete, go to the Households tab. To make sure you're ready for the next step, select the head of household's name again. How to edit households. When should you edit a household? Only do this if the client was added to the household as a mistake and the group never received services together, if the client dies and the household continues to receive services, or a formal legal dissolution of the group, such as divorce. This preserves the option for someone to receive services with the group again. There are other ways to show that they aren't currently receiving services anymore. If you edit a household any other time clients enter or exit, it may break or remove past data connected to that household. You'll want to add household members if they begin receiving your project's services. The most common additions to households are new spouses, significant others, and babies. Other examples: are they directly benefiting from the rental or utility payments? Add these members. Are they included in housing searches? Add these members. Each of these new household members would be added for the same date that they have a project start date. Households must be edited before changes to any other data, especially the Entry/Exit tab. Extra household members or clients from previous relationships in multiple households will not cause reporting issues. We recommend that when in doubt, keep the household. A common mistake is called child alone. This happens when a child is not connected to a household before a project start is recorded. Make sure that the household tab includes everyone in the group. How to edit households in HMIS. First, make sure that you use EDA and backdate modes. Then start on the Head of Households profile and go to the Households tab. Below the household is a button labeled Manage Household. Select that. Click the red minus icon to remove a client, or edit any of the other information on this page, including household type, head of household, relationship to head of household, or joined household date. Select Add Delete Household Members to add new members. Open the arrow to add new clients. Scroll down and search for the new household member. Remember to search 3 ways. Our first search here is for H.A. Lax, a partial name. Our second search is for Harry L.A., a partial last name. Then finally, we search for the last 4 of the Social Security number. If a match is found, add the client with the green plus icon. If no matches are found after 3 search attempts, scroll up to add a new client. Complete the client search areas and add the new client. Remember, this is just like creating a brand new client or when you are creating a household. The SSN can't be edited after this point. Once the correct client is selected for our new household member, continue to the next window. Complete the household details for the new client, and save and exit. Now Harry is a part of Henrietta's household, but his age is missing. Why is that? We have to add his client demographics, just like we did for Henry. Now this household is complete. Avoid these errors. Disconnected clients, aka the child alone error. Always confirm a household exists for the same day as the project start. Also, deleting someone else's household. Another agency could be using an existing household. Don't delete. Leaving out household members. Remember that an HMIS household means clients are presenting for services together. They don't have to have documentation. If your project is supporting their move from homelessness to sheltered or to housed situations, you'll likely need to include them. Thank you for joining us for the Introduction to HMIS Data Entry Training, Part 2, Households.